Have you started to notice that your teeth are getting a little bit worn down? Or have you woken from sleep, for instance, with a sore jaw? Or maybe with headaches? If that's the case, well, you might be grinding your teeth in your sleep. And the interesting thing is, there is a solution. So watch to the end of the video where I'll be giving you a link to a page on my website where you'll find a solution to your teeth grinding problem. Hi, my name is Paul Hunter, a clinical hypnotherapist here at Cork Hypnosis Clinic, where I regularly help people with unconscious habits. In other words, habits that they don't feel like as if they're consciously in control of. And of course, teeth grinding falls into that category because for a lot of people, they actually do the teeth grinding in their sleep. So they're not even aware they're doing it, but they wake up the following morning with all the symptoms like the sore jaw, like the headaches, or the worn down teeth. Teeth grinding, otherwise known as bruxism, is one of those conditions that often flies under the radar, right up until it's caused some serious problems. Most people don't even realize they're doing it because in most cases of teeth grinding, it happens during your sleep. So by the time you awaken, you don't realize that you've been grinding your teeth all night long. Maybe you first start noticing it when you've got that pain in your jaw all the time, or maybe a tension headache, or maybe some other symptom. As a matter of fact, many of my teeth grinding clients that I've seen over the years have told me that the first they knew of the fact that they were teeth grinding was when their dentist pointed it out, because they had cracked enamel or worn down teeth, and the dentist asked them, "Do you grind your teeth?" To which, of course, they answered, "I don't think so." Now, of course, not everybody does it solely during their sleep. Other people are aware that they are actually clenching their jaw or grinding their teeth, maybe in stressful moments during the course of the day. So at least they know they're doing it. The problem, of course, if you're not aware that you're doing it, is you've done quite a bit of damage before you're aware. Do it often enough and it can turn into quite an expensive problem because you have all that expensive dental work to maybe cap your teeth or change fillings or deal with some of the cracked enamel. Plus you have also other problems like, for instance, TMJ joint problems. That's the joint right here in the hinge of your jaw that can become damaged or strained. And there are other problems and causes too, like, for instance, disturbed sleep. And where your entire nervous system is essentially stuck in this endless loop of stress and anxiety, which you're not necessarily consciously aware of or consciously making happen. It's happening unconsciously. And the symptom, which is teeth grinding, is also happening unconsciously. So it seems like as if it's not within your control. Now don't worry, it's not all doom and gloom. There is some good news. And that is that your mind is involved in making the problem happen, which is a frustrating thing because it seems like you have no control over it, but it's a good thing from the point of view that your mind can be trained to do something else. To put it quite simply, your unconscious mind has learned that grinding your teeth is a really good way to release stress. Now, of course, when I say that out loud, that sounds a bit nuts, doesn't it? How does wearing your teeth down and possibly exposing nerves, giving yourself pain, giving yourself jaw pain, how does that reduce stress? But sometimes your mind learns these dysfunctional patterns. And the important thing about that is that because your mind learns this pattern, it can also unlearn it and learn a new, healthier pattern. That's where hypnotherapy comes in. In the very relaxed state of hypnosis, we can access that part of your unconscious mind that runs this pattern. And typically, what I find with people is that when you start delving into that pattern, you find there's a whole load of stresses or tensions, unresolved stuff from the person's life that's running and fueling this loop of behavior. So, by gently releasing those and by finding a new way to release stress and pressure from now on, a healthier way, we can gently retrain the mind to, first of all, let go of historical stress, and secondly, to deal with stress differently from now on. So that maybe you just find yourself automatically taking a big deep breath and that leaves it go. Or something else that's a healthier habit than teeth grinding. Now, just to caution you here a little bit, it's not as simple as get you into hypnosis, give you a simple suggestion, and suddenly you're cured. It does take a little bit longer than that, potentially 4 to 6 sessions in a lot of people's cases, but with a little bit of work on your behalf and my behalf, working together, we can overcome this problem and make it something that you used to do but that you just never do these days. So if you've been struggling with a teeth grinding problem and you're really crying out for a long-term solution, why not click on the link just below this YouTube video in the description. That'll take you to the teeth grinding page on my website, where you'll find more information, more resources, and crucially, ways in which to contact me to schedule an appointment if you wish.